welcome. I am Cecilia Cole, and the topic of my collaborative instruction project is music and movement with the essential question, how can I compose movements that express classical music? For this project, students will create a movement activity for the class to mirror to classical music. The movements must express qualities of the music in some way, like style, feel, tempo, rhythm, melody, dynamics, and correspond to the different sections of the music. The inspiration for this project is an instructional strategy I regularly use in my classroom for which students mirror teacher-led movements. After the activity, the class discusses how the motions go with and express elements of the music. The instructional strategy makes the abstract activity of listening to music more concrete, resulting with content becoming more accessible and meaningful for students. Here is a short example of a completed project. With this project, students are composing and performing while listening critically and analyzing specific elements of the music. I will take you first to the project directions. I included navigation to all pages at the top and also throughout the document as required by the instructions. The group will be organized with the roles of leader, recorder, and videographer. Students will complete the self-assessment early in the instruction as a tool to elicit metacognition. It prompts students to connect the project with their previous experience in class and think ahead of what might be challenging for them. Things like, do you like participating in the weird test activity? How well can you describe motions to go with the music? What do you think might be challenging for you in this project? To begin, students will select their own piece of music using YouTube as a resource. For this step, students must plan strategies to guide their inquiry. Building in choice to this assignment will increase student motivation and nurture student ownership of their final work. Next, students will divide the music into sections and compose motions to go with each section. All of this face-to-face collaboration will be documented and organized virtually in the collaboration area. And here is the template that I created for each group to use in this project. They can put in the time each section starts, describe the motions, and describe how the motions go with the music. Students will record and post their creation with the camera app on an iPad. There is space in the collaborative product section for students to post their links. With the final product being shared to the class and to the world via YouTube, this inspires students to create something amazing and put forth their best effort on the final product. The final videos will be viewed for the class to mirror the motions. The whole class will then discuss how the motions went with each created activity. The final product will be assessed and graded according to the rubric, and this will assess students on individual participation and group contribution, content of the video performance, showmanship of the performance, and the explanation left in the collaboration area of how the motions go with the music. The presentation of the final product would be a fun, engaging, and enriching class activity. With the product finished, students complete a group assessment to provide the instructor insight on how well the group worked together and guide students to reflect upon the process. I have them assess each individual group member, and then it's an area to say how well they think their motions went with the music and if there's anything specifically they would want to change. This product is beneficial for students because they must plan, research, think critically, and collaborate to create something expressive, all within an online virtual environment. Throughout completing this assignment, students will gain a depth of knowledge and a new perspective from which to critically listen to and appreciate classical